So this is the first burn on my new evaporator that I built out of a 55-gallon drum. Probably gonna add another tube on the top because I can see embers sometimes, not embers, but soot or whatever come down and it'll make its way. Right now I got water in it to test it, to burn all the paint off it. And I actually built an arch inside, and you can actually see exactly where the arch is coming up. The arch is right here, so it's doing its job. I did have no insulation inside. I plan on covering it all with K-wool on the insides, around the sides, you know, here and here on the inside. And then, of course, on the back side of the arch, where you can see it's a lot cooler than the rest. So this whole back side will be packed with K-wool. I think that's how they pronounce it. But it does pretty good. It's 37 degrees out. We've had like between 15-mile-an-hour winds and 3-mile-an-hour winds, so it's not warm at all out here. It's pretty cold with the wind. We've got a big field, and the wind kind of blows across. As you can see, it's just pulling the steam right away. It's pretty windy, but it does pretty good. I'm going to improve, of course, upon this area down in here. That's just a hole that I cut out just so I could get it burning. I got a grate I got to build for it so that the wood will sit on a grate instead of just in the bottom. But I did this so I could burn the whole inside of the barrel out, take all the paint off first, test run it with water, and just kind of see how it actually works. And, you know, it'll get a rolling boil in the back pan. You know, I had it rolling boil. You know, it's boiling now. It's really hard to see. It steams really well. It's doing good. So my plan is to put a tube from here back to the back side of the arch, which I'll go through this again when it's all burned out and clean, is to put probably a 2.5-inch exhaust pipe from here back, holes drilled on each side of the pipe all the way down, so the air will actually come up from underneath instead of through the front. Because coming through the front, it just kind of goes and right up the chimney. You know, because of the arch. The arch is supposed to slow that down some to get the heat on the back pan, cooler pan in the front. It's doing its job, of course, with insulation and the tube going down and the grate. It's all going to work a lot better. You know, the logs, the fire is going to be closer, you know, to the top of the pans. And, you know, as you can see, the structure right there, the framework. One pan up close, the other one's further back. You know, this is the back pan right there, and this would be the front pan here. You know, all the logs would be up closer to that pan. So considering that everything is kind of slapped together, the hole just cut in the front, the log sitting on the bottom, and just a quick run. You know, all I did for the door is just use the original piece I cut out, 2 hardware store latches, welded them on. Same with that, I just welded a little extension on the thing for a handle. It works all right. It warped a little bit. It's just, you know, cheap. Yeah, I just welded on some legs down here just to hold it from rolling around. Just sits on here, nothing fancy, but it works. It works well. I try to keep it so there's no gap at all. There's really no, if I put a little thin strip of insulation around all these pans, you wouldn't see a flame. So all the heat's pretty much going where it's supposed to. But I'll have an update when it's all probably finished soon, maybe tomorrow. I plan on boiling sap tomorrow, making some syrup. So I'm gonna maybe get some K-wool if I have a chance to do all this. If not, I'm just gonna run it like it is and fire in the hole. Just let it go. Rear pan. Rear can. Right there. Earlier when there was more wood in it, boy, that thing was at a rolling boil. It was doing really well, and it, like I say, it's cold, it's windy. It's starting to die down now, so it's doing well, but I'll show you when I'm finished.